the World War II guys with the fucking guns on acid. It's a different breed of human.
Right.
Those trench warfare guys, that's a different breed of human
Naughty
being.
boys, just fucking smoking cigarettes in the fucking trenches, and like if I see a motherfucker, I'm stabbing him.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy.
Crazy. Just living your life like that.
But now war's not even like that.
Well, it is in Ukraine.
War is so, well, now it's fucking drones.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking actual gunfights in Ukraine that you can watch on Telegram now.
The crazy thing is the guns they're using. Like the guns they're using are like World War II guns, and they had like a gun that was electronically operated that they soldered on a trigger and grip to and a stock on so they could use that gun. Like, it's just crazy the resources that they're using right now, and it's really fucking
It's just scary that there's a ground war that's
crazy.
going on right now between two countries that used to be a part of the same union. It's fucking scary, man.
It's crazy.
Because I think when people get through wars, when they get through, like a civilization gets through an era, they have this feeling like a lesson was learned. I don't think we learn our lessons, especially when there's a lot of money involved in continuing the same kind of behavior. And I think that's where we find ourselves right now. And that's where the people that are very alarmed by this and are really scared by this, I think they're right. This is the time to be very alarmed, because it just seems people are way too casual about wanting this to happen and wanting us to fund this and beat Russia and all this whole craziness of war. It's so complicated too with the UN and NATO, and it's so complicated. It's so, all of it is like there's so much going on that's
Well, they're trying to play Magic the fucking Gathering,
right
in the fucking world with real fucking people,
right.
And this doesn't just affect Ukraine or Russia. This affects everything.
Everything. If they start nuking each other, oh my God.
Oh, it's over, Joe. It's over.
Oh my God.
It's over.
Oh
It's
my
over.
God.
It's one nuke. It's over.
Yeah.
One nuke. It's over.
And the nukes that we have today, we saw what they did to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those are a fraction of the power that they have now. These things are obliterators.
Not only a fraction of the power, but the amount that we have in this fucking world today.
And they have supersonic missiles now. They have supersonic missiles that can change direction. So they're going towards Miami and they hook a left.
Well, and then the fucking Poseidon too. The Poseidon missile will cause a tsunami.
Jesus Christ.
They'll shoot a missile that'll fucking...
The B-83, the largest deployed U.S. nuclear warhead, is equivalent to 80 Hiroshima-sized bombs.
80.
Holy fuck.
That shit is crazy. You could see if you hold your hand up.
Look at that number. The U.S. nuclear arsenal has 5,244 nuclear weapons, had a total yield of 857.6 megatons, or the equivalent of 57,173 Hiroshima-sized bombs.
By the way, that's like half of the explosion on Mars. Yeah. Allegedly.
Imagine if that's what happened. Imagine
but
one dude.
Can you look up the Poseidon missile, Jamie, please?
Could you imagine if that is what we find out about Mars?
How crazy would that be?
And maybe that's why the aliens visit us.
How crazy would that to warn us or
Yeah,
whatever?
to try to
I think
halt it.
already.
The Russian one, or
I don't know if it's Russian or Chinese, but
it says it's real.
A Poseidon. Poseidon may exist only as a, what is it? Okay, so while some reports claim that Russia's Poseidon missile may exist only as a propaganda scheme, experts generally agree that the system is very real and has received significant resources from the Russian armed forces, although many details remain unknown. So yeah, dude, if they decide to
it's a U.S. Navy nuclear armed submarine launched ballistic missile system. Power. I don't know what is that. That's Wikipedia, but.
I was trying to see which one. I think they're probably talking about this one.
It shoots a wave out.
Wow.
Intercontinental U.S. intercontinental nuclear-powered nuclear arm system, autonomous torpedo.
It's very slow, but it's possibly unstoppable. I don't like how that's in bold.
Yeah, I know it's not
Possibly
anything in bold is
unstoppable.
bad.
As much as they lie to us, I think that's probably 100% unstoppable. Russia maintains that it can be used as a tactical nuclear weapon against warships. High-value targets would include aircraft carriers. This is harder to rationalize than the second strike nuclear deterrence role, but is a constant theme. Ever since it was first revealed in November 2015, then known as Status 6, it's been described as
That's
a
a scary
multi-role system.
That's
Yeah.
a scary status 6. What the fuck does that mean?
Dude, there's
Have you-
people
did-
out there playing. You just said it right. There's people out there playing Magic the Gathering with real human beings. That's what war is, man. And that's the weird thing about war in this age where people are we're more connected now than we've ever been before. And so we realize, like, it doesn't make any sense that we're being led by these leaders that have us fighting over territorial swaths of land
Right.
and control of resources. It doesn't make
Or
sense.
just like my religion's right, yours is not. Or
Right.
I'm right, you're
Right.
wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck everything up or try to.
as the world becomes more globally oriented and realizing that there's just people. There's people in India, there's just people in China, there's people in Russia. The problem is who they're led by. And when they lead you into this position and control the population to a position where they can't do anything other than the will of the leaders. Yeah, I'll take one. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's where, I mean, that seems like the only positive direction that I see moving forward is that people think about the world as one place now more. Instead of I don't think people are as nationally centric as they used to be. We're paying attention to shit that's going on in Australia. We're paying attention to shit that's going on in Hong Kong. You know, people are really paying attention to the world now that I don't think they did as much in the 1950s or the 1960s. I think with the internet, I think people are very tuned in to all kinds of weird shit that's happening everywhere.
And that's an interesting thing because I don't know. Would you ever consider living in another country?
I would have said Canada up until recently. Now Canada's fucking it's falling apart. All the shit that they did during COVID was just the total wrong direction. The trucker convoy when they froze
You
people's
can't make
bank
honking your
assets.
horns illegal.
Bro, they froze people's bank accounts that donated money to the convoy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And what's so
Peaceful protest, which everybody's supposed to be all about.
right?
These people that were protesting COVID vaccine mandates and
Right.
the lockdowns, and they fucking went after the people that donated, which is crazy.
Yeah.